Alright, folks, welcome back to Pillars of Eternity. As always, I'm Falcon, your host, and we're on our way to the catacombs when came across the kid, and I'm assuming his father, who we asked us for the knife a while ago that we got for him. His father just told him, "You asked me for it, and I told you no until you were older." And now he's like, "Yes, sir." You missed the father saying that because I already had clicked continue before I realized I should probably record this. And yet I find you out here playing with a blade that clearly belongs to the knights. Do you see the problem? I didn't steal it, honest. I traded a secret for it. He points at you. Ask her. Is what my son says true? He wants to be a Crucible Knight. I thought it was a good way to get him started in an honorable profession. Yes, it is. It sure is. What are you going to do about it? He wants to be a Crucible Knight. I thought it was a good way to get him started in an honorable profession. He says to you for a moment, then shakes his head. Well, still don't approve of my boy having a weapon, but I'm glad he's no thief. You can keep the blade, but I'll be holding onto it until you're a squire with the knights. Come along, Gordy. I won't have you loitering out here all day. Interesting. So there's consequences to doing things, which I kind of knew already, but it's nice to see some of the said consequences actually coming to pass. Furthermore, when I was in the expedition hall talking to people, I discovered I cannot get quests from them because I'm in with the Dolmanoth family, or whatever the hell they're called, off the top of my... because I'm working for them, they won't... Dominel, because I'm working for them, they won't give me quests at the expedition hall, which is cool. Cool, but annoying. I won't lie, it is kind of annoying, because I wanted to be able to do quests with them. But it is neat, and it definitely adds a lot of replayability to the game. Which a lot of games just don't have. But the fact that you side with one side and it locks out a whole, who knows how many quests. Why the hell did one dude go that way and all the rest of you go the other way? That would have been terrible if I hadn't already came in here and disarmed all the traps. Luckily I did, because I was pretty thorough with that. Alright, so before we talk to Helig, let me save, just in case things go south. He doesn't have you, Grimoire. Not much fun to joke if you have to explain it, is there? If you can't fulfill my need for vengeance, then you'll have to serve another purpose. I'm afraid a fierce hunger is awakened along with me. Oh, joy. Alright, dude. Let me inform you of something. What you just did? Really bad idea. Really bad idea. Wait, what? Mentally links nearby enemies to the target, forcing them to experience a portion of all damage the target suffers. Oh, so this is to an allied target. Oh. I don't know how I feel about that, actually. Kinda cool, but at the same time, kind of annoying. Alright, let's proceed to kick some ass, shall we? Need you up here. Trigger this. Boom. Well, we are wrecking. Well, that didn't take much.
Feels like I've been tossed around in a snowstorm.
That definitely didn't take much. Oh, look, he's holding his grimoire. Why am I not surprised? Okay, what do you have? An amulet. Soul prowls within the bloodstone like a caged Stilgar. It's filled with a fierce, restless energy. Who are you? Sees an image of a mind of a woman in heavy leather armor bearing twin daggers. Next to her is a man, young and handsome, who calls her Rowena. The vision shifts to a windswept plain next to a lake. 50 men and women in matching leathers lay dead, their bodies contorted and deformed by some sinister sorcery. Rowena falls among them, her body collapsing next to the young man you saw earlier. She's too weak to speak, but the name Dalton appears in your mind. A lone figure strides across the battlefield, barely bothering to step over the corpses. His eyes are filled with an unnatural light and fixed on Rowena. He reaches out to her, and what little life remained in her body departs. When he takes the amulet from around her neck, you feel her anguished soul trapped within it. With a final contemptuous glance at the fallen Dalton, the man departs. He sent me to find you. The soul pulses with warmth. It fills your mind with memories of a young man who's both bold and generous. But fury and despair gnaw those images away until all you feel are cold, crimson walls pressing against you and something loathsome feeding off of you as the years fade into decades. What do you want? See an image of the amulet shattering, the soul inside rising and dissipating among the stars. So she wants to be freed. Of course. That's not really surprising. And then you had a scepter. And robes. Neither of which I'm too terribly interested in. Oh, did the amulet go into... Must have went into, my inventory. Draining touch, corrode damage, corrosive siphon, also corrode damage. We can corrosive damage and converting that essence into endurance. Weakens and it leeches endurance. Okay. We have a good chunk of these already. Let's go ahead and... 300 copper? Yeah, we can do that. Go ahead and learn both of the spells from that grimoire. You know what, let's just go ahead and... Fuck it. Let's just learn... We've got tons of money. Let's go ahead and learn all the spells. There's really no sense in not doing it. We don't need all of these grimoires. We just don't. Azria's and this one. We simply don't need all of these grimoires. And it'll be more valuable to us in the long term for him to actually know all of the spells and be able to make use of them. Alright, so what do we want to replace this with? Bounding missiles or draining touch? Probably bounding missiles, really. Draining touch does some damage and has some nice things, but bounding missiles hurts more enemies, like hurts multiple enemies. In the grand scheme of things, that's probably more useful. And then we've got some pretty good sets of other stuff there, so pretty good with him. I did some inventory stuff off camera. We added intellect to the armor here because a number of conversation things required 16 intellect that we've come across. So I only needed one more, so that gave me enough intellect to do that. I improved Whispers of Yenwood here. One of my weapons that I was using, I added Fine to it. It didn't have that before. And I also had Burning Lash, so now it's a fire weapon as well. This is a pretty damn good weapon. Like, it works against spirits, it has reliable, loses a little bit of will, but will just a tiny bit, and that's replaced by some other equipment that I'm using. So it's a good weapon. And then I thought about upgrading some of my other stuff, but I haven't done it yet. Let's see, who else did I... Justice, that Kana uses, I upgraded. We added... It had Fine and Crushing already. I added Slain Kith to it, so it hurts, living, normal humanoids. For increased damage. So this is a really powerful weapon now when we're fighting people. I also bought the exceptional hunting bow that was available at the merchant at the Expedition Hall, and replaced the fine hunting bow that she had previously, because exceptional does considerably, it gives double the bonus that fine did, and makes this a much better weapon. It'll be much better much better used for upgrading at a later point when I have some more stuff to do it. I'm probably going to put Beast on this. Her being a hunter, this would be a good thing for her to have, but we need worms. And then I don't really know what kind of damage I'm going to put here on it. Corrosive might be a good option. Burning is the only one I can actually do right now, because I don't have enough stuff for the others to do it. But we'll see. I did consider upgrading some other stuff, but I just haven't done it because I'm not entirely sure what all I want to do with equipment. The fact that you can upgrade equipment, really thoroughly upgrade equipment, like eventually, once I'm a high enough level, I'd be able to upgrade this from fine to exceptional once I have the materials and hit level 8. And then eventually you can upgrade to superb. I'm pretty sure you can replace an existing type of upgrade with a better one. Fairly certain that that's the way that it works. Which would make that hugely, the fact that you can maintain a weapon and improve it. And armor and equipment too. So you don't necessarily have to find better stuff. You can make better things with what you have available already. Which is pretty cool, really. I can, of course, make some scrolls and things if we wanted to. Various potions. Food, of course. So there's a lot of options and things that you can make in this game that I haven't really explored yet. Those kind of things. Okay, so we killed the dude. There was no real option there. He wasn't willing to even talk to me. So I didn't even have a choice to try to continue to help him. It was basically either open that chest, get the one guy killed, or kill him. Wasn't really options there. And I kind of liked the other dude. He was actually not a douchebag, whereas that guy kind of was. So we're gonna go with killing that dude. Better option, I feel, in the long term. I kind of would have preferred to work for the Expedition Hall with somebody else rather than the guys that we're working for, but oh well. Found a soulless amulet. Since I found it, I'm keeping it. Show me the amulet. Yes, but not as you expected. Or when I used to wear this. Where did you get it? You trapped her soul inside it. From Helig, who's kept her soul trapped inside it for decades, it's time to set it free. No, please, after searching for her for so long, he gazed at the amulet, just have her close to me to visit her in my dreams. That would be enough. Enough for you, but what about her? If you keep her trapped in this amulet for the sake of your own comfort, you're no better than the wizard who imprisoned her. This isn't your choice. She wants to be released, and I'll honor her wishes. No, we're gonna go with this to convince him. You're right. Please let me do it. He draws a club with a trembling hand and crushes the amulet. As the gem cracks, you feel essence rush from it. The old man looks at the shattered gemstone. Thank you for showing me reason. Perhaps she'll wait for me in the next life. He looks at his hands shaking by the flames. She won't have to wait long. Please take this. It's from my old adventuring days. I think it's finally time I let them go. Hands me the club. Dial Ewan the yeah, that. That thing that I apparently cannot speak. So, accuracy. Fine. Oh, interesting. Accuracy is usually... something you can't have with Fine, but this one does. Strange. So it has both accurate and Fine, which makes it really accurate. And then Vicious, additional damage against prone, stunned, or flanked enemies. That's actually a really badass weapon. And I was looking at things that we needed, because we need other types of damage. And if we come into hit with him, he has, where was it? Ruffian, which gives a bonus to Saber, Stiletto, Club, Pistol, and Blunderbuss. Now he's using a Saber. Let's take off the Warbow. We're going to give you the Club, which is actually better, does less damage. Than the Saber does, but has a different type of damage. And it's actually a really good weapon with those other stuff on it. And, well, we'll also just put that on there too, because I do want to keep the shield. In fact, eventually I want to upgrade the shield, because it will be better than this one. Once I can put Fine on it, because it has Bash, which is a special ability as well. So once I can do Fine on this, and I could do that now, but I don't. You see, I only have one Pilgrim's Crown. I need more than I want to have a bunch of these before I start throwing out Fine enchantments left and right, because I'd like to keep them, or to put them on equipment and armor and things that don't have them already. Granted, most of my people have Fine armor now, but not everyone does, and I would like to fix that. Okay, so this is good. So this gives him both crushing and slashing damage. So if we run into something that's good against slashing, he has a crushing weapon, which is a thing that we kind of need to do with all of our other people as well. I leveled everyone up, and I took Knight with this person. Morning Star is what she needs to have now, because Morning Star is going to be her crushing damage type of weapon. Unfortunately, I don't have any Morning Stars. Where the hell did this come from? How have I been missing that all this time? I don't have any Morning Stars, at least not that are good. I sold all of my extra equipment. Well, some of it. Oh, I forgot about these entirely. Oh, I should have sold these too. Oh well. Whatever. I sold some of my extra equipment that we didn't really need. Okay, I don't know what that was from. Don't know what that was from. Anyway, I sold some of the stuff that I had, and I did have a Morning Star, but I mean, I'd have to upgrade it and stuff to make it useful, worthwhile, and I don't really want to do that. We leveled everyone up. They've gotten a bit better now.
Oh.
So we have a pretty capable team now, which is great. Alright, so we gotta swing through Brackenberry real quick. We have to talk to our patron, see what he wants to reward us. Now, we did leave the token after we killed the guy, which the one his son didn't want us to do, but the father did. Now, I left the token because I think it's going to eventually make us choose between the son and the father. Frankly, I'd rather go with the father because the son is overly aggressive and, frankly, kind of idiotic. And just really power hungry. The father is a little bit more of a businessman, a little bit more sane, frankly. Okay, you have nothing for me. I'm not really... I kind of think maybe I shouldn't have picked these people because I don't want to have a criminal-style character. But... oh well. We've done it now, so we've done it.
My contacts in the city already tell me of violent plots between the Crucible Knights and the Dozens. While they distract each other, we'll seize new opportunities for profit and influence. No one will be watching us, and no one will stop us.
That's why I went with the making them turn against each other instead of turn their attention to the Dominos. That would be really unwise. Like, why you're not really set in a position to be revealing yourself and coming out in the open is causing problems. It's just stupid. Really stupid. The son is, just making poor decisions. I seem to have misjudged you. Individuals of your ferocity are rare and valued in my house. Oh, good. One more fellow who doesn't mean to toss you into the sea. Better to swim beside the shark than in front of it, I suppose. Let it not be said that I neglect my friends. A favor for a favor, then. Consider well what you'd ask of me. It may be advantageous to have a friend like myself on your side to help with unexpected developments, particularly these days. I may need your help in the future, I will wait. Certainly, you can find me here when you are ready. Forgive me, but I have matters to attend to now. I trust you know the way out. Tell me about the house again. If you've heard little of us, it means we've successfully kept our heads down, as we should in this business. We were once one of the preeminent families of Defiance Bay. Our ancestors, however, picked the wrong side in the War of Defiance. For people with such a short history, we Deerwoodens have a long memory. My forefathers were no longer welcome in the same circles, so they had to adapt. In the end, it worked out well for us. We've attained a unique position as masters of Defiance Bay's illicit trade, and with that has come a different kind of power.
I shall make it so.
Oh, no. None of that. Okay. So, we have no more tasks with them, at least not for the moment. And I wonder if it's possible to do stuff with other people now that we're not actively working for them. Okay. Have no more work for me. So we have no more work for them except for the wife, whose name I can't remember off the top of my head, but she wants us to do something in the area that we're about to go into, in fact. So that will be potentially advantageous.
In Tekoa, we have a memorial for the Saints' War. They say a Rawatai artillery master contributed to the Godhammer bomb. I wondered
Of course. You want Rawatai to be a part of this history. Crow about how your people helped the Deerwood. Maybe your Ranganui lied, Amawa.
On second thought, I'll ask it.
Indeed.
I like how the sword actually leaves a fire trail behind it. Or a smoke trail, rather, behind it. It's pretty cool. And of course, this weapon just has some arcane craziness going on. Alright, so we're going on to Andra's Gift. Andra's Gift, we have a number of quests to do here now. And we're going to check them out and see what exactly all we can do here. First off, we have this. Talk to Sarah at the Salty Mast. We have Search for Viana. We have... tasks. Here we go. Confront this dude. Missing sentries, that's there. And this is somewhere else. Grimda's probably going to be really unhappy with us because we stole the one quest. We stole the one. Must have been a quest rather than a task. We stole the one book from them. What we got? Oil? Don't really care too much, so I'll take it because I can take it without any sort of penalties. Alright, so what all is in this? Oh, this is the dock district. Kind of what I figured it is. We got an abandoned house, Kolfeg's house, Oda's house, another abandoned house, Ramshackle house, the trading company, White House, and the Salty Mast. Alright, so I think it doesn't connect. Let's scout down here, south down here first. We'll go hit the Salty Mask, then we'll swing up and go through these houses and stuff. And see where we go from there. See where we end up. So there's a sailor, courtesan, kerned, named in person. Hooded figure leans against a wall. When he notices you draw near, he stands upright and raises his hand to halt your approach. If you know the words, speak them and we can do business. If not, then we are done speaking. I don't even know where I just learned that from, but sure. I apologize for the unpleasantries. I'm Kern, the Midnight Merchant, as some would say. I deal in sensitive commodities. Precautions must be taken. Now let us do business. I have no idea where I learned that from, but fuck it. Ooh, you sell things that I want. Oh yes. Things I definitely want. There's diamonds, which we definitely want. Rubies, which I definitely wanted. That's a lot of fucking money, though. A lot of fucking money. Not gonna buy these right now, but knowing that you're here, though, actually will be really useful to me. Because those are crafting materials. Oops. Crafting materials for... what was it from? There we go. Rubies for exceptional enchanting, which we can't do yet because we're not the high enough level, but it's a good place to find them. I also had sapphires too, I believe, so we can also get sapphires there, but we're a long ways from being able to do that. And then he also sold the diamonds that I need to do a +2 enchantment. So I can upgrade my intellect +1 to +2, which I think I'm actually going to go ahead and do right now. I think if I have the stuff to do this, I can replace that. But let's find out. This will actually answer the question of whether we can do that or not. So let me get a single diamond. Don't need more than one right now. I'm going to go into enchanting this, enchant, attribute bonuses. Oh, you can't. Ah. Interesting. Okay, so you cannot replace. You cannot replace these. Well, maybe you might be able to replace the quality ones, but you can't replace the attribute bonus ones. Interesting. I do have another fine scale armor. So I could, in fact, I think I'm going to basically make the same armor that I have and just replace it with this. Although now I'm questioning maybe I shouldn't do that. 16 is, we haven't seen anything that required more than 16 intellect, so I don't know that I really need more than that. I'm gonna delay on that one.
Yes.
That was useful to have, regardless. It was useful information to know. So, courtesan. Can we have a good time and all open for business? Well, maybe another time, darling. Not presently interested. Abandoned and cannibalized for lumber. Anything interesting down here on the docks? Not really to speak of. How in the hell is one supposed to get out there? Oh. What? That doesn't even make sense. Apparently I can go swimming. Didn't know this. We will do that, but let's go check out the this place first. Oh, grab his purse and go! Come back here, you scallywags. Yeah, you heard me. Noble. This man's fancy clothes are ripped and blood flows from a fresh cut above his eye. He tries to push himself up, but his arm is shaking. He winces painfully. Help him up. Thank you, he gasps as he rises. My head. What happened? He carefully dabs at his bloody nose with a silk handkerchief. I was just on my way to the club. It's a rough part of town, but the rabble's never been violent. Even a night with Iquila isn't worth this. He limps away. Kali. Something. I don't even know. I don't know it. Salty Mast. This would be the club that they spoke of. So we're gonna go in here, check this out, see...
Nothing like this in Gilded Vale. Just Wallaruna the milkmaid. She knew what she was doing.
Overfried cod, watered ale, and prostitution. A bastion of Deerwooden culture.
I would expect to find the leaden key in here. Orico. Golden hoop dangles from one ear and his fine, fitted clothes whispers as he glides over to you. You have me at a loss. How could I afford such time? How could I afford time with such a magnificent creature? Make mine free and I'll call it in. Couldn't in your wildest dreams. Enough flattery. Then I shall save my breath for more pleasurable endeavors. What can Orico do for you? You tell me. Some things must be experienced to be believed. Not this time.
Visit
Okay,
new
so-
lands, see the sights. I do love travel.
Big Durmsey. He doesn't say much, but he stops and regards you with interest. What's wrong with your leg? He just laughs and shakes his head. How much? Holds up 5 fingers. 500 copper. Wow.
Now to find a home for my other staff.
Wow. That was bad. Captain Pepperjack. If we're here for somebody specific, I forgot who we're here for. Can't kick me out like that. Been around longer than something or other, which I didn't catch all of. Chef. Not interested. Okay, I don't see the person that we're here for. At least if I do, I don't recognize the name. Nothing interesting there. Chest, which we can easily steal from. Nothing too terribly interesting in it, though. And money, which I will
I'll
take.
see what I can find.
Skanite Scripture. Okay. And a scroll. I'll take the scroll. I'll take the book too, why not? Collecting books when I can, so I might as well do it. Potions are always nice. I can sell the armor, or the clothing, I suppose. Alright, so Maya. Amua woman watches you suspiciously. One hand is tense at her side, but as you approach, she relaxes and gives you a friendly, if weary, smile. Don't see many outfitted like you who aren't looking for trouble. You are looking for trouble, are you? What kind of trouble are you having? The kind that's bad for business. Local rowdies have taken to harassing my hard-working boys and girls, and our customers. They started showing up after this rash of Hollowborn, and they've been driving my regulars away. Looks you up and down, scratching her chin. There aren't too many here who care about what happens in places like the Gift, but word is you're an exception. The knights are too busy sniffing around Duke of R to bother with us commoners, and I just assume not deal with their bureaucracy anyway. You mean to make an example out of these thugs? No one should be harassed. I'll put an end to this. Tell me how I can help. These thugs tend to roam in groups, which suggests to me that these aren't random incidents. You put a stop to these attacks, and I'll find a nice way to thank you. Got me? If she means to bake us something, my vote's for cookies. I've got questions. What do you know about these attacks? You only have to step outside to see it for yourself. These thugs out there are just waiting to cause trouble for anyone coming or going. Maybe they would have let you pass, however. More about your business. Not doing as well as I like with all this trouble. I run an honest enterprise, just trying to give folks a little rest and relaxation. You help me out, and I'll see about getting you a special discount. I'll see about something else. Any of your regulars interested in earning some coin? If only so they can spend it again. Oh, you can hire people. I guess that makes sense. They're basically a, pretty much just another, another inn, more or less. So tell me about this place. I thought that it was clear as the crystal waters below the docks. This here is the Salty Mast, the most famous house of pleasure in Defiance Bay. We've got drinks, beds, and good company to help you enjoy both. Of course, the club for refined and prestigious gentlemen is upstairs. You'll find several of the hardest-working boys and girls in Defiance Bay up there, too. Now, just what can I do for a comely lass like yourself? Someone named Cyril here. You must be new in town, dearie. She's only the most sought-after girl in the district. You ought to spend time with her, just ask. She's 1,000 for the night, but she's worth every pand, or so they tell me. Fancy a go with her. Best money you can spend on the gift. Maybe another time. I'll come back. Momentarily. Let's look around first. See what we can find. If we can run into her without having to spend the money, we might be able to get the,
Welcome.
Or be able to get what we want. Have experienced anything like this before? Raise the hem of her skirt, show you a well-muscled leg. What do you mean? You say I don't tire easily. How much? 600. Collie. Oh, there was the one chick that the guy was trying to come visit.
Gods keep you.
You've journeyed far. Let me show you comfort and rest. Came to Defiance Bay from the frozen lands of the southern end of the world. Few of my people venture this far north, but none know how to warm a cold night like we do. How much? 500. It's the most secret of the southern arts. What is she? Is she, one of the elf people dudes, I think? Alduin. Special lounges for members only. Show proof of membership before I can let you in. Cyril's guards. You want to meet Cyril? Talk to Maya. Some middle clothing. Okay.
Keeping an eye out.
More comfortable than one might expect. Okay, so we need either some way... Alien clothing. Okay, so how do we get membership? Requires lockpicks, which I don't want to spend. Alright, so we need membership into the place somehow to be able to go into that room. And apparently I have to go spend...
Welcome.
Tell me about this place. Most famous brothel, Defiance Bay. Just ask Maya. Okay. Well, let me save real quick. I have the money. It's not like $1,000 is really that much. Here for some quiet time. Unless you fancy Sarah, in which case you can settle with me. Tell me about her. You must be new in town. She's only the most sought after. Alright, find a quarters upstairs. Don't mind the burly fellows at the door. They're just there to make sure everyone has a good time. I just realized it's entirely possible that this dude's setting us up. They said this is how she makes all of her money, she steals. You know, he would send people to her who were drugged and stuff, and then she would take the money and steal stuff from them. It's entirely possible this is a setup to get me to do this, so that they can do the same thing. Powder almost hides the circles under her eyes, and rouge dusts her two prominent cheekbones. Despite it all, she's beautiful. She favors you with a smile she must have practiced and perfected. Hello, stranger. Let me make you more comfortable. There's something I need to discuss with you. Just tell me what you'd like. It's actually if you want to bring someone else in, though. Your friend Thurstwind sent me. He needs that medallion. So do I. I offered him his half of the money, and he refused it. I'm sure he told you all about his broken clan. He'd also tell you that I got him where he is today. I really am sorry for him, but I'll bet you anything he lives better now than he did in Era Glenfarth. I've worked a long time for a way out, and I'm not going to give it up just because Thurstwind suddenly gotten nostalgic. I don't have the might or the resolve to do that. See, I'll buy it from you. It's worth 6,000 pans. Woo! Damn, if you got that kind of coin, I'll gladly help you. Damn. Intellect 18, resolve 19. Oh, wow. That's a hell of check requirements for that one. Woo! Intellect of 18. Best I could get would be 17, so I wouldn't be able to get that. Resolve. Not even close to that. Help me find something else. That's the spirit. Alright, more of a right to medallion than Thurstwind. So another medallion. Do I need resolve or might? Resolve of 16. I don't think I can get that. I think my resolve is, oh yeah, not even fucking close. My might. Do I have anything that's adding might? I don't. So there's those one gloves, which I'm considering buying anyway, that would give me +2 might. And that would let me defeat the might check. That would probably get me in trouble with the guards, but eh. Do I have any equipment that anyone else is wearing that adds might? I doubt it. I really doubt anyone else has anything like that. Nope. Pretty sure these don't stack. I'm pretty sure that the +2 will negate the +1. Yeah, it does. So it doesn't do anything for me. Because I'm still only at 17. I can't get 18. So... Huh. Well, let me, I'm gonna reload before I spent the $1,000. Spending that 1,000 doesn't really do anything for me right now. I can't complete the quest anyway. Well, I could, but I don't have fucking $6,000 to throw away to this dude that
Indeed.
probably isn't gonna do too hell of a lot for me. The way he's gonna give me $6,000. Well, he might, actually. No, probably not. Because he would have bought, if he had $6,000, he would have bought the money from her. He would have bought the thing from her. Fisherman. Oi! If you're wanting to get down to the shoreline, you'll have to wait until daylight. Ah. Okay, so you can't go swimming, but you can... The water goes down during daytime. That's interesting. That's a cool mechanic. It's cool that they added that. I like that. That's neat. So, Oda's house. Oh, over here, another tourist in the gift. Give her a proper welcome. Let's talk this through. I'm afraid you're missing the point, friend. I'm afraid you're missing the point. Attacking me is a really, really poor decision. Actually, don't do that just yet. Yeah, but attacking me is a really bad decision, so you are clearly missing the point. Trap triggered. What? Okay, now we need to use this.
This isn't work.
This spell is so ridiculously powerful, it really is. I just wrecked like the entire group, pretty much, of enemies.
A campfire would be good.
Yeah. Okay, what did that do? Attacked by the thugs who are harassing the brothel patrons. If her theory is correct, one of them may have evidence of a larger plot. Okay, so junk. Lots of junk. Money. And a key. Looks like it belongs to a house in Andra's gift.
Indeed.
Probably one of the abandoned houses. Most likely. One would assume. You hear about my boy. What? Hair is a rat's nest of tangles and her eyes aligned with shadows. She casts an anxious glance at the door. Hear about Darren. No, but if something I can help with, I will. Calm down and start at the beginning. It's my son. His father, Wade, took him fishing 2 days ago. Wade. I think he was in the brothel, and I haven't seen him since. The neighbors are no help, and the city watch hardly bothers with the gift these days. I'd be out in the docks looking for myself, but I can't leave the baby. Her eyes wander to crib, and she lowers her voice. I don't dare take a hollowborn out, what with the violence near the brothel. You have a hollowborn baby? Wademan's legacy is as potent in Defiance Bay as anywhere. People are scared, and they're looking for someone to blame, whether it's these women at the brothel or the families of these poor babies. Might be nice if a god or two stepped in and set people straight, but maybe that's just me. Don't approve of what goes on at Maya's place, but at least these taxes won't earn us the god's mercy. And it's only made it harder to earn a living. Tell me more about the disappearance. About Darren. He's a brave lad, if a little too bold for his own good, but he's always been a dutiful son and a gentle brother. He's got dark hair, quick eyes, and a ready smile. When you find him, you'll recognize him in a heartbeat, I'm sure of it. Wait, sometimes I don't know whether to rejoice or rue that he comes home as often as he does. He spends most of his time and all his money drinking at the brothel. Has ever since. Oh, the kid. When did you last see them? Wade was taking Darren fishing to the docks. That was 2 days ago. How can I find anything? Pretty damn sure I saw the dude at the one place. Quiet, motionless shape is swaddled beneath filthy rags and moth-eaten towels. Okay, well, let's go back to the brothel real quick, because I'm pretty sure I saw what's-his-face there. The father. I have a terrible feeling that he, like, sold the son or something for money. Or something ridiculous like that. Something terrible like that, more like. I have a feeling. Obviously not a good feeling. Wait, that's him right there, I think. Tap him on the shoulder. What do you want? Son's missing. You better explain what you're doing here. It's not like that. I was taking the boy fishing and I just wanted to stop on the way for a drink. A quick one, so I told him to wait for me outside. I only meant to stay a few minutes, but by the time I came out, he was gone. And you still sit here. I don't know what I'm going to tell Oda. I'm going to go look for him anyway. Don't be so hard on yourself. You didn't mean for this to happen. You can't hide in here. You have to face it sooner or later. No excuse. Terrible father. If I got stuck with a kid, I'd probably be here too. No excuse to sit here. You get your ass out there and look for him. I think I haven't tried. I've lived in Andra's gift all my life. When someone's been missing this long. He gets back to his drink and takes a long gulp. Alright, so you won't talk to us anymore. We learned... we learned that the kid is missing. Father doesn't know where he is either. We have no reason to suspect anything at the moment that we'll find him any specific location, so we'll just continue on with things as we were. Every windows have been papered over from the inside. Attics, bunch of them. Sfef, oh, of course. Of course. Why am I not surprised? A bunch of Sfef addicts just chilling in the place. Oh god, where the hell am I? I hate when it does that. It like moves the camera just randomly to wherever the hell it feels like. Kind of annoying. Oh, I didn't know you could do that. That's cool. Colfag.
Slow and silent.
Where are you?
Light, flame, and sound. We'll keep to ourselves.
We'll take your money. That ain't useful though. Alright, you. Can't just barge into somebody's home like this. What do you think you are? A friend of Bracanta Domamil. Who are you? An elf who lives here. Now get out. Now, wait just a minute. I'm staying clear of the Dominils. You understand. Surely we can put this behind us. What did you do to make us so angry? I don't want to hurt you, but you've got to leave Defiance Bay. She's obviously got it out for you. If I'll only roughing you up, if I don't give you a good beating, Bracanta will send someone who will. I'm afraid she hasn't forgotten. I don't exactly value forgiveness, neither do I. What'd you do to make us so angry? I told her she wasn't my type. Maybe not as tactfully as that, but I didn't want trouble with the most dangerous man in Defiance Bay. How could I know she'd take it so personally? I do kind of want to send the guy away. I don't really want to beat him. I'm certainly not going to attack him, because that'll kill him. At the same time, I don't want to just send him away, because I'm afraid if I do that, she's not going to let me buy stuff from her. Alright, if I don't give you a good beating, she'll send someone who will. Please, you can't. Sorry, dude, but... You made your point, please go. Returns to Stronghold with experience. Spoils await in the Great Hall. Sweet! This we have to return fairly soon, too, actually, because it takes almost a whole day to get there. So we have a day and a half-ish. Go. Okay. Doesn't show us anything about the quest that Sidroth completed. Unfortunately, but that's okay.
I shall.
Yeah, sorry, dude. Didn't really want to hurt you, but didn't have a whole hell of a lot of choice. Because I want to be able to do the... I want to be able to trade with her, and if I don't do it, she probably won't trade with me. If I just sent you away. Well, there might be enough for her, but I wouldn't really bet on it.
Silence surrounds me.
I have a feeling this is the place that the dudes are operating out of. You know, what with all the swords and such things. Well, I'm sneaking right now.
Yes.
Well, hi. Dodwina. As you enter the room, you see several figures huddled together. They stand at attention, armed but not in matched gear like the Crucible Knights. In the center of the figure, one woman looms over another, holding a flail. She snarls at the cowering figure. You've got pages of research here. You expect me to believe this wasn't just your scratch work? Oh, Vayana. It's nothing, I promise. Just my notes. You hear a painful smack as the woman backhands her captive. We know you were meeting with the Crucible Knights. You think they're the only ones with power in the city? They call us the Dozens for a reason. Now, I won't ask you again. A nudge from one of her men, the woman turns and sees you watching. You shouldn't be here. Let her go and I'll pretend I never saw this. Leave her alone. What's going on here? I'll go and I'll pretend I never saw this. It's too late for that. Well, you just made poor decisions, buddies. Trust me on this. Okay, all the ranged people open up. Open up with your attacks. Wish the dog actually had, like, attacks. Fortunately, he doesn't, but oh well. Per rest and per rest. Okay. Gaining endurance. Putting them with dread and what awaits them. Okay. Alright, pull back just a hair because I want to be able to fire off some spells before I really get into battle. Okay, there went the spell. What was that? Antelope Companion. Where the hell did you get an antelope? Where did an antelope come from? Do I want to know? Probably not. Okay, fire that off. That hurts enemies, too. Granted, not very much, but it hurts them, nevertheless. Can I get into the room? If I can't get into the room, I can't use the one spell. It doesn't look like I can. So instead of firing that, let's blast you again with this, I guess. Wreck some faces with that. Go ahead and slam down a spell. Oh, he died before you got the spell off. Alright, that's cool. We're about to charge forward now because we just cleared the doorway. And which also means that I can... Oh, well. Means I could if I had the focus to do it, which I don't. Well, you did. Her face is covered in bruises, and her eyes are wide with shock and relief. I don't know who you are, but thank you. Rapid hitching breaths punctuated words. I'm sure they were going to kill me. What just happened here? I thought I was coming here to meet my, friend from the Republic, so it looks like I walked into a trap. The Dozens must have been watching me for a while. I've been working on a special project for the Crucible Knights, and they weren't exactly subtle about contacting me. About this project. It deals with a rather rare branch of animancy, no offense, but I probably shouldn't get too specific without Commander Cliver's permission. He commissioned it, after all, and you can see the trouble a little indiscretion has gotten me into. Tell me about yourself. I studied animancy in Ozia back in the Valian Republic, so I came to Defiance Bay to research local advances, but instead of going to Brackenbury Sanitarium, I found a position as a scrivener at the Temple of Whale. I've had access to many rare manuscripts that most animancers never see. course, I've had to keep my head down. I've not been careful not to let the head librarian or my colleagues know what I'm working on. Let's get out of here. Commander Cliver of the Crucible Knights is waiting on my research. Not that you haven't already done a lot for me, but maybe you could take it to him. I'd keep it with me to prevent it from falling into the wrong hands, but you can see how well that worked out. Took it from me when I arrived. She takes a deep breath. Anyway, don't wait on me. I can make my own way out of here. Okay, so you had a fine flail, which is cool. Warbow, junk. New type of armor that we haven't seen. Robust Brigandine. Deerin. The armor is dubbed Arrowbreaker. It served the adventurer well until the fame and fortune. Oh, this is okay. It's a specific type of armor. To provide the same protection against a mace to the side of the head. So adds range defense. Nice. So that's pretty good armor, actually. Crush and corrode resistance. Pretty cool. And the research. Appears to have developed a method based on the studies of animats. The first page is a note to someone named Dunstan. Okay. And a crap ton of other junk. Let's take all of it. Okay, so this was not actually what I thought it was.
Oh?
This was not what I was expecting, because it's not a... I almost feel like I should rest, but I don't... Yeah, let's do it. Oh, well... Maybe not. Alright, folks. This is actually going to have to be the end of the episode. We will continue to explore Andra's gift. Hopefully try and find... let's go this way. Hopefully try and find the location that the people are causing problems from. Oh, maybe it's at the lighthouse, actually.
Nice and quiet.
That would kind of make sense. This lighthouse wouldn't be something you would normally expect people to be able to just walk into. And... would probably make more sense than some of the other locations. Fisherman, we're also looking for the kid, though God knows where he will be. Artuga. What do we have for sale? Ooh, actually, yeah, good stuff. Second chance, Constitution, Might, and Resolve. Nice. Ooh. Home reduction and of dexterity. Nice. Okay, this actually is some good stuff here. Increased constant recovery. Soul Whip bonus. Doesn't actually do anything for me though, because I already have the bonus from that. Oops. I don't know what it is, not... Wild Strike. The hell's Wild Strike? Oh, a druid. Ah. Dragon meat, dragon eggs. Potions. Scrolls. Ooh, Silver Vithrak brains. Need those for one of the other things, too. Pets. Awakened Andra. Well, I wonder, do you sell... Do you sell... You don't. Binding Coppers are rare, though. I'll buy that. Haven't found any worm rings either, so I'll buy that, too. I don't see what I actually want from you, though, which was the one things that we need to make fine enchantments. You don't appear to have. Constitution, Might, and Resolve +1. That's a pretty fucking good rain, actually. This belt is also pretty badass, too. You got some pretty good equipment, actually. Anyway, I'm going to see you folks next time. We're going to pick up right here and try and find the kid and find out where the one. Let's see, try and find Darren. Try and find. The stolen scroll. Oh yeah, that was something else. Try and find supply and demand. Find and confront the thugs. I'm gonna try and do those two things next time. But we will see you later. Take it easy. Have a good day. This has been Pillars of Eternity. I've been Falcon, your host, and I will see you all next time. Bye bye.